You shot straight, but you shot late. Holla at me. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
We're now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing. We are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits."
Say man, hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now back at you with another one. And I had to come slide on this topic about federal prosecutors trying to gather a federal grand jury to indict that boy Sean Puffy P. Diddy Combs, right? And they're saying that they're getting the victims that were on these alleged freak-off tapes, the videos that Diddy recorded in the privacy of his own mansions, right? And these people weren't in consent with him doing this, right? Recording them or whatever at these alleged freak-offs that he had. And some of these people, these victims, as they're calling them, are cooperating. They're working with the feds, right? And some of them are bringing forth more evidence, as you heard in the news broadcast. And they're trying to basically piece this whole thing together. And they're saying it's bigger than trafficking, and it's about, money laundering and, illegal substances, as they say, right? So, as you see and as you hear, they're trying to get Diddy up out of here, man. They're trying to get this boy, life in prison, from what it seems like to me. Gene Deal was basically saying that's why they released that surveillance tape of Diddy in that hotel assaulting Cassie, because they really ain't have nothing on the diddler. But as we see now, they're backdooring and releasing this information to us through this CNN exclusive, saying that, look, we're still working and we still have leads. We have people giving us more information and more evidence. What kind of evidence could they possibly still be holding on to? Because a lot of these cases went back to 1994 and all this here, man. So it's like, what do they possibly still have evidence-wise on Diddy that's leading back that far to actually, prosecute him on these type of crimes, right? So we shall see what's all, to come forth. Will the powers that be finally step in and help Diddy out, right? Exempt him and exclude him from going to prison for all these accusations and allegations that he's facing right now. Sean P. Diddy Combs isn't saying too much, right? Maybe his lawyers have, advised him, look, man, you done gave an apology. People are already, criticizing you for that. People are already saying that's a fake apology, right? So at this point, if you've been keeping up with the whole Sean P. Diddy Combs case, right? The alleged case that they're trying to build against him, because everything is civil at this point. Nothing is criminal. But they're trying to build the criminal case against him. And that's why they're saying this is more than trafficking at this point. and the money laundering and the illegal substances are trying to get tied in to make it criminal. And as we heard on the news broadcast, they're saying that a lot of victims are bringing forth more evidence to help the feds with prosecuting Diddy, right? And this male ex-worker, what is he telling the feds? You know, is he spilling the beans on what he saw, right? The people who were allegedly there at the time of these alleged freak-offs that were going on behind closed doors. Because at the end of the day, you can't prosecute Diddy on people making decisions, grown-ups making decisions, you know, to have these freak-offs. And even in the article, they're saying that they want to make sure that all the evidence that they gather from these people that are coming forth, right, and that are talking and breaking their silence about P. Diddy, the diddler, they want to make sure this whole thing is bulletproof. Now, that's the wording that they use. They want to make sure that everything sticks. No Diddy to Sean Puffy Combs. That's right. They want to make sure that there's no loopholes that he can slip through, right, and get away this time. So, you know, Diddy could possibly, you know, elude the federal case on this, because y'all remember that Murder Inc. beat the feds also. Irv Gotti beat the feds, man. So is it a possible chance that Diddy could also do the same? Yes, it's a big chance that Diddy can beat these charges and get away with everything that they're alluding that he did, right? So at the end of the day, will we see Sean P. Diddy Combs go to prison? Who knows? But all I do know is the feds are making it seem as if they're building the case criminally, not just civilly no more, because everything we've seen with the people coming forth are civil suits. So will the federal prosecutors actually put together a federal grand jury to indict Sean Puffy Combs? We don't know yet. They're saying that this is in the making, and it's a big possibility if they can have this whole thing come together and make it bulletproof to where Sean Puffy Combs can't slip through any loopholes, and they can finally put him away for the crimes that they're alleging and assuming against him. So y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think about this whole ordeal. And until next time, keep it locked to OG Jucario TV. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. And you already know what it is, man. It's deeper than booty hair. And guess what? I'm gone.